Hello, Year 4. It's Mr. Tamlin here. I hope you've all had an amazing half term and enjoyed the week off. Now, this term, we'll be uploading our maths lessons to our Year 4 YouTube channel for you to watch. Over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be learning about money. So as you can see on your screen now, today's lesson is all about pounds and pence. Can you find your maths books now and pause the video so you can copy today's short date and title into your books? Okay, let's get started then with our learning powers for today. So our main focus is making links. We're going to be thinking about what we've learned with money, especially in year 3 with pounds and pence, and using it and our perseverance skills to answer today's questions. So let's get started with our total recall. We've got 3 main questions today. The first one is all about place value. It says behind the screen, write the numbers in ascending order. And remember, ascending means when you start with the smallest and get bigger and bigger and bigger, ending with the largest number. For our adding and subtraction questions, we've got add 452, add 236 together. And I've already laid it out there in the column method to help you with that question. And then money, thinking about today's lesson, which links to year 3. What coins and notes do you already know when using money? See if you can pause the video now and answer these questions in your maths book. And then when you're done, click play. Answer time. So let's start with the first one, place value then. Well, if you've been able to put them in order, the first number is 598. And then if we get bigger each time, it will go to 980, 2098, and then finally 5,000 is our largest number. Addition then. So column method here. We always start with the ones column, remember. So 2 add 6 is 8. Then move to the tens column. So 5 add 3 is 8. And finally, the hundreds column, 4 add 2 is 6. Give yourself a tip for 688. Now, the money question, hopefully you've had a little think, especially what you've done in year 3, because now we're going to look at coins and notes. Here they are on the screen. It says, what is the value of each note or coin? I'm going to give you 20 seconds, and I've got my timer up here. You've got a variety of different coins and notes here, and behind each red box is your answer. 20 seconds, you don't need to write anything down, but what is the value of each note or coin? The 20-second timer has started. What ones do you know? Say them out loud if you can. Okay, we've got about 10 seconds left. Do you know them all? Okay, the time has come to the end. Well done if you've been able to shout out some of these notes or coins. Let's go through the top one here. So this is a 50p coin. You can even see the numbers 50 on it there. Jump down to this one. This is a £2 coin. We've got a 20p coin here, and we've got a £1 coin here. Let's do some of the notes here. So the numbers really give it away. We've got 10 here, so that represents a £10 note. The 20 represents a £20 note, and the 5 represents the £5 note. The last 2 coins here, if you look at the numbers, you've got a 10 for a 10p coin, and then 5p coin there. We've got a higher order question, which I'd like you to think about now. In blue down here, it says, is a coin worth more if it's bigger in size? How do you know? Spend a moment and think about that question. Is it that the bigger the coin, the bigger the amount? Well, if we think about it, well, no, that's not a rule. As you can see from the picture here, it's more about the value of the number they represent rather than the actual size of the coin. Let's take these 2 coins here. Although 10p coin is actually bigger than a 5p coin, if we jump to our 20p coin, it's a slightly different shape and it's actually a little bit smaller, even though it's worth more. So please remember, don't always think that a bigger coin is a bigger amount. Look at the actual numbers on the coins to help you. Right, let's move on then. So how many pence are there in a pound? Now, this is a really important thing for today's lesson. So there are 100 pence in £1, and there it is in numbers. So when you get up to the number 100 pence, that can also be considered exactly the same or equal to a £1. And there are lots of different ways to get to 100 pence or £1. We could take all of our 1p coins and count out 100 of them, because 100 1p coins makes that £1. If we had 10p coins, we would need 10 lots of 10p coins, because 10 times 10 is 100, which is the same as a pound. Or possibly we can have two 50p coins because 50 makes 100, which is the same as a pound. These are only three ways. There are lots and lots of different ways, and you can have a mixture of coins. They don't have to be the same way, just as long as you get to 100p, because that makes £1. Now we're going to start off with our first question, which is an I do. So you don't need to write anything for this one, year 4, but let's look at the question on the board. It says, how much money do I have? Now we've got a mixture of coins and notes here. I've given you some top tips down here. Now I would normally start with the bigger values, like the pounds. I think, well, I've got a £5 note here, plus a £2 coin. So I can see with my pounds, I've already got £7 just with those two here. I'm then going to look at the pence, and I can see three coins here. I've got a 20p, a 5p, and then the end one here is a 2p. So I can think of it as 20 add 5 add 2, which makes 27. Therefore, in total, how much money do I have? I have £7 and 27p, which could also be written as a pound sign here, 7.27. So £7 and 27. Now, let's see if you can do a question in your book. It's a we do question. It says, how much money is shown? You've got A and B here, year 4, and what I would like you to do is write it in your maths books now. You don't need to draw the money, but just think, what is the £5 at the £1 here, and then your three pence coins here. It should give you either £6 and 20p or £6 and 71p. Then do exactly the same for B, and you should have the other answer. So can you pause the video now and write this into your book, figuring what A and B are? Okay, let's go through the answer then. So I'm going to take my pen icon now, and I'm going to cross some of these out. So we've got a £5 coin and the £1 coin, which makes £6. And then we've got 50 add 20, which is 70. Add the 1 makes 71. Therefore, this answer is £6 and 71p. Give yourself a tick if you've got that one there. B must be this one, but let's just double check to check we have got the same answer. So it's 5 add the £1, which makes £6. And then we've got 10 add 5 add 5, which makes 20. So yep, it's £6 and 20p. Give yourself a tick if you've got that one there. Let's move on to our next question, which is another we do. So I'm going to read it out and give you some top tips, but then I'd like you to answer this in your book. It says, identify the total of the coins. Well, remember, total means everything added together. So we need to add the numbers. We've got a £1, a £1, a 50p, and a 1p. In your book, can you complete the blanks to tell me how many pounds in total and how many pence? Pause the video to see if you can answer this question now. Okay, let's go through the answers. Again, I'm going to start with the largest amounts of the pounds. We've got a £1 coin and another £1 coin. Therefore, we can say we've got £2. And now let's move on to our pence. We've got a 50p coin and a 1p coin. And 50 add 1 makes 51. Give yourself a tick if you've copied £2 and 51 pence. Now, our next question is another we do. It says, which has the greatest value? And we've got option A, B, and C here. Well, let's reveal the box here. Remember, greatest means like the biggest. So which is the biggest number? So behind these boxes here, I've got the answers, but I would like you to pause the video and tell me what is the total of this, what is this, and what's this, and which is the biggest one. Pause the video and off you go. Now let's start with option A. We've got a £5 note, a £2 coin, so 5 add 2 would be 7, £7, and then a 20p. So give yourself a tick if you've got £7.20. The others have kind of been given to us because we know it's £7.40, which can also be written here with the decimal point there, and £8.20 like this. We now know then the biggest one has to be the very, very bottom one. These both have £7, whereas this is the £8. £8.20 is your largest one. Give yourself a tick for that one there. Now, year 4, we've got one last final question, and it's a final we do one. It says, which is the odd one out? Now, for the odd one out, that means that 2 will be the same, have the same answer, whereas 1 will be different, and that's the odd one out. Now, let's look at A. It says £6 and 56 pence, which can be written as £6.56 like that. We've also got C, which is £7 and 65. I would like you to pause the video now to work out the total of the bubble of B and then tell me which is the different answer, which is the odd one out. Pause the video and off you go. Let's work out the total of Bubble B. Now we've got a £5 note here, so let me get my pen and cross it out. £5 and a £2 coin makes £7. And then we've got a 50p, add 10, which is 60p, add 5, which is 65. Therefore, our total is £7.65. We can see then that these two give you exactly the same answer. A is different, therefore A is the odd one out. Give yourself a tick if you've got that question there. So what I'd like you to do is start our Year 4 Maths worksheet for today. This is on our learning document. Now you don't need to print it off. Some people like to download it and print it, but you don't need to. All you can do is just write your answers in your book. Let me just show you where it is now. So as you can see, I'm on our learning document for today, and here is the video link that we're watching. You can see the sheets below. You can see we've got all of our different money questions here, focusing on pounds and pence. If it's not the clearest on your device though, can you see this button here? Because you can download it and it comes a lot clearer there, and you can also click print if you've got a printer. But again, you don't need to because it's all here. So that's our maths worksheet, and if you are finding it a little bit tricky, I have also uploaded a help sheet on our Learn document which shows all of the coins and all of the notes that we'll be using today, and you can open it just to remind you what each coin is worth. Now, once you've finished Year 4, we would like you to mark your answers using a purple pen or just a pencil if you don't have one, and then take a picture to send to your teacher on the chat section on Microsoft Teams, just like you did last term. If you want to answer some harder questions for maths today and you'd like a challenge, well, try and download and answer our extension questions which are on our learning document. Remember, these are completely optional, which means you don't have to do it at all. It's just if you want to answer some harder questions there. If you found it just the right level today, well, leave maths there for today and then move straight on to your next lesson. Okay, good luck for your maths questions today, Year 4. Start your questions now, and we look forward to seeing how you're getting on. Bye for now.